Hi there, Sue here from Elixir Consulting with another Moments with Sue, and this time I'm with Ellie Glotzer from Macquarie Bank. Now Ellie, you have a team of business bankers and you are still lending happily to financial advisors?
We sure are.
Macquarie is still in the market. Now, we were talking about the changes happening in M&A activity and some of the things that a lot of advisors perhaps aren't aware of that they could be. So share some of your fabulous tips with us, Ellie.
Well, absolutely. And we are seeing that with the growth in life insurance being sold out in the market and the changes that are coming through from January 2018, we really need to be considering, what the impact is around clawbacks and what the book values are going to look like into the new year.
Yeah, so when you're doing your due diligence on a purchase, you really want to be getting from the vendor what the lapse rates are over the 1 and 2 year period. So historically what that's been in the book, and then obviously analysing what amount of the income are you paying for that was only written in the last 2 years, because you're at risk that you buy the book and then you're going to have to pay back the insurer, right?
Absolutely, and the really obvious ones are the businesses that have grown really rapidly in the last 2 years, because it's really those contracts that are going to be at risk.
Absolutely. Now, you were telling me also about this rise and fall thing.
Yes, we believe that to manage the risk from the purchaser's perspective, it's really important to be managing your purchase with a rise or a fall clause. And why that's important and what that really means is, with a rise clause, you have an incentive for the advisors to work with the clients to make sure that they're retained within the business and maintain their policies. In the event that a lot of the clients did choose not to maintain their policies or left to go to another advisor, then at least the purchase price would be reduced in line with the remaining recurring income.
Yeah, so it's not just talking about the risk books, obviously. This is the whole financial advice business. So having a rise and fall clause in there is important. What about the restraint of trade for the exiting advisors?
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, the client owns the client. So whilst there's a restraint in place, we need to make sure that everyone's clear on what happens in the event that a client does decide to move to another advisor and how that is going to be managed from a purchase cost perspective.
Yeah, so you can put restraints on the advisor that's selling to say that they can't go and start up another business around the corner.
That is true.
And then also the payment in tranches as well, so years 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so by having those payment tranches where you're paying that purchase over a 2 or 3 year period really allows for those exiting advisors to not be incentivised to go and sell to those clients again, because they do want to collect on their original purchase price. They're not going to get the benefit just by rewriting.
So typically, what are you seeing? How much of the purchase price is coming over in year 1?
Yeah, so really 60% is a common upfront purchase, and then generally if it's a larger book, 20% at the end of year 1 and a further 20% over year 2. Depending on the complexity of the book and how fast they're grown, you might tweak those percentages.
Great. All right. Thanks so much for that, Ellie.
Thank you.
Some more fabulous tips on this Moments with Sue.